We start the bulletin with the big news from Imphal that we've been tracking since morning. Well, there has been a police lathi charge on hundreds of student protesters in front of Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh's official residence in Imphal, leading to chaos in the area. Well, the students of colleges affiliated to the crisis-hit Manipur University had gathered in front of the Chief Minister's residence to protest against the non-receipt of their examination mark sheets following the near shutdown of Manipur University following the agitation of removal of the present Vice Chancellor Adya Prasad Pandey. And the protesters said that the future of the students are at stake and they have all demanded that the state government as well as the Union HRD Ministry to ensure that the results of the 3rd, 4th and 6th semesters are declared within the next 3 days.
Today, we had a protest in front of the Honorable Chief Minister because due to the crisis of MU, due to the crisis of Vice Chancellor in Manipur University, the 3rd semester and 4th semester mark sheet is not yet result out. So due to this, the academic career of students community is going to be disintegrated now. So this will be held responsible by the incompetent and irresponsible Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, and the 6th semester result is also not yet result out. So those who are pursuing for MA, for postgraduate, they need of this 6th semester mark sheet. So due to this, we are going to fail in every field. So this should be held responsible by the concerned authority and by this incompetent and irresponsible Vice Chancellor. So in a short period of time, the Manipur government and the Union HRD Ministry should solve the problem of this.
And as you can clearly see in this exclusive footage of the protest right in front of Biren Singh's residence, the police has resorted to lathi charge to try and intimidate the assembled students from different colleges under the Manipur University, demanding action against the quote-unquote irresponsible Vice Chancellor Adya Prasad Pandey. Despite it being a peaceful protest, the police clearly is resorting to the use of power and trying to beat away the students to clear the area in front of the Chief Minister's residence, and some students have reportedly also received injuries due to the lathi charge, which from the visuals that we can see is quite brutal considering the fact that it was not by any means a violent protest and the students had gathered peacefully trying to reach out to the Chief Minister to reiterate their long unfulfilled demand and even submit a memorandum regarding the same. Some of the students have also been injured during this lathi charge by the police, which was definitely uncalled for, as I said earlier, because the protest was very peaceful. Okay, and now we are being joined by our editor-in-chief Wasbir Hussain, and Wasbir, unprecedented scenes in Imphal today, police attacking students, which was definitely uncalled for. What are your views on this?
Absolutely, this is absolutely shocking. The police high-handedness is absolutely visible very, very clearly on your television screens. This is nothing but high-handed behavior of the Biren Singh administration in Manipur. These are actually unprecedented scenes. Group of young college students, boys and girls, waiting to meet their duly elected chief minister, whom they had installed in power only a little more than a year ago. And today, when they are standing in front of Chief Minister Biren Singh's residence just to meet him, submit a memorandum, talk about their problems, talk about their future. This is what the response they're getting from the administration directly under Chief Minister and Biren Singh. Remember, this is the administration led by the BJP ruled state in the state, and Biren Singh, the Chief Minister, just not meeting the students, but unleashing his brute police force to beat up a group of students who were just unarmed, standing there outside his gate, outside the official residence of the Chief Minister in capital Imphal, just to tell them that the results have not been declared. Third, fourth and sixth semester degree results not yet declared. They have not received a mark sheet only because the state government and the center have not succeeded in resolving the impasse in the Manipur University for no fault of theirs. Actually, they are suffering. Look at how the policewoman is beating up the students, how they are wielding the batons, how some of the policemen are absolutely masked under the cover of anonymity. Some of these policemen are beating up the students. This is absolutely unprecedented. These are pictures which we rarely see in the Northeast. 8 northeastern states, these kind of pictures are extremely rare. And we understand Manipur is a disturbed area, but we must also understand that these are a group of just young boys and girls, young students waiting to meet their public representative, the chief minister of the state, the highest authority with whom they have approached to resolve their genuine grievances. Who are the people they're supposed to meet? They're supposed to meet the highest elected official, that is the chief minister of the state, in this case, and Biren Singh. These are scenes just outside the gate of the official residence of the chief minister of Manipur. Absolutely shocking. The chief minister of Manipur and the administration directly under him unleashed these group of policemen to beat up the students who have gathered there just to submit a memorandum, just to tell him that they were facing problems because of the deadlock, because of the impasse in the Manipur University. So these are shocking scenes which we would not like to see in the days ahead. And this is our appeal to the government of Manipur as well as the HRD ministry. Please resolve the issue of Manipur University in whatever way you feel like, but please resolve it. That is the appeal from Northeast Live.
All right, Wasbir, now you just mentioned that this move of the administration was not welcomed and this was not required, this was uncalled for. So what do you think? Is the crowd going to shift its focus from a peaceful protest to a much stronger agitation? What do you think? Is the crowd much more aggressive towards the government now?
Well, you see, these are clear signs that the Manipur University agitation has come out of the campus. The university agitation is no longer confined to the Manipur University campus. These visuals clearly show that the agitation against the Vice Chancellor or whatever is their main key demands, they have moved out of the university four walls and they are on the streets, in this case right in front of the Chief Minister's residence. And now the government has to act. Already sufficient time has been lost. Critical time has been lost. It's up to the center. It's a clear-cut failure of the Manipur government as well as the HRD ministry, who have not succeeded in resolving the deadlock so far.
Okay, and do you think that this could affect the present government in the next forthcoming election? This agitation. Do you think that there is going to be more support from the people?
I am not concerned whether this is going. I am not concerned really whether this is going to affect the present government situation or not. But at this point in time, the concern for all of us is that the peacefully agitating students should not be beaten up in this fashion. The Manipur University issue has to be resolved. Acceptable solution has to be found out by the government. The ball is in the government's court, and of course, they have to engage in dialogue with the agitators and come up with an acceptable solution. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Wasbir. So that was our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain, who just told us that this move from the administration was uncalled for and that the solution has to, and that the government has to come to a solution very soon because the agitation might just escalate. And now we're cutting across to Imphal, where a camera person, Premananda, is at a press briefing organized by the Manipur University Teachers Association. So what is the current update and what will be the next course of agitation?
So we have been protesting in a very peaceful way, but till now, state government as well as the central government are not taking seriously this issue. So we are demanding removal of our BC, current BC. And hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, of course we can hear you. Go ahead.
So today, some of our college students went to the chief minister to submit their memorandum because their sixth semester is not yet declared. But instead of listening to the or taking the memorandum submitted by the student, the chief minister of Manipur used police forces, and some of our students got injured and some are hospitalized. And yesterday, chief minister invited us for a talk, so we declined today since he used excessive force, police force to the student. They are our students, so we cannot have any discussion with the chief minister. Otherwise,
Okay.
we should have a meeting or dialogue. But he used excessive police force. That's why we declined today.
All right, so what would be your next form of agitation?
We are planning for a relay hunger strike starting from
Okay.
Monday, and different other type of very peaceful protests will be announced soon. But and mass relay also we are planning, and different type of protests is going to be happen very soon. But we are discussing what type of protests will be taken place, depending on the response from the central government and the state government.
Okay. And can you tell us roughly how many students have been injured in the lathi charge this morning?
So far, I know around 4 or 5 student got injured. They were hospitalized, and one is it seems to be little critical.
Okay, and now the agitation has touched close to 40 days now. So is there any end in sight to the impasse?
Yes. There's no. We are not going to withdraw our agitation until this BC, current BC, A.P. Pandey is removed. Before we are demanding resignation, but no action has been taken from his side, government side. So we are demanding removal of this BC, the current BC. Until and unless he is removed, we are not going back.
Okay, so have you received any communication from the HRD department or the state government regarding this matter? Any form of communication that has happened between both the parties?
To the HRD ministry, we have sent a lot of memorandum, PMO, then President of India, that is our visitor, but there's no response from their side till now. And from the Chief Minister's side, we have talked earlier once, and he invited us today around 3 o'clock. We did not go.
Okay, so thank you so much. So that was the Manipur University Teachers Association president talking exclusively to Northeast Live, and he clearly said that the state's government's indifference towards them hasn't ended, and as the agitation has been ongoing for the past 40 days now, there has been no form of positive response from them, and they stand very strong on the demand of removal of the Vice Chancellor Adya Prasad Pandey.